Doubles match, I just want to mention about the previous doubles match that I just streamed, that I was talking about gammons. The score was 5-0 and they had the cube. So I didn't see the cube. And so I moved the players' video on the right. They're shaking hands to start the match, and here we go. So my apologies, because I erred in not realizing that the cube had been turned, and so they don't need a gammon to win the match. And I'm not sure this is actually doubles round 1 or round 2. No, it's round 2, obviously. So I'm going to fix that at some point. But meanwhile, we've got the starting roll. It's a 3-2. And Chloe and Afshin. Oh, that's an aggressive way to play an opening 3-2. They're going for a priming game. And now there's a 3-2, and strangely enough, I think Red's correct play is to actually bring 2 checkers down as well, because there's now 10 checkers in the zone for White, and that's a key thing, right? 5 on the 6 point, and I think that's okay as a play. Actually, it's probably right to play the 2 and duplicate the 5s. Double 1's a great roll. So you're going to make the 5 point, they're going to button up on the 10 point, and split the 2 black checkers. So I think, yeah, buttoning up on the 10 point, and splitting. So why is this happening? So because if you can make a point, put 2 checkers, it's usually a good idea. But you might say, but they had 2 checkers on the 1 point and they split, but those aren't really in danger. Now the 5-2, I think the 2 is going to want to come up 24-22 in White's home board, because now he's under attack. It's very dangerous for Red to have a single guy sitting there. And now there's a 5, and the 5 seems pretty simple to bring 13-8. Some people might consider hitting on the 1 point to gain a tempo, and that may not be bad. But 6-3 hits, and would have been good in this case. 6-3 hits from the back checker, and Chloe finds it. She makes the play. And now Red's okay. I mean, Red's behind, but I think it was 5-5 or 5-6, and now White's going to think. They're going to press pause and say, okay, do we have a double? I don't think they have a double. They have a lot of work to do, but they might have a double, and she's turning it. And good for Afshin and Chloe. They live in London, Chloe and Afshin, and Avi is in Fort Lauderdale, and David Presser is in Israel. David Presser, his wife, is sort of related to me. It's so funny. My cousin's son, Matt Zalk, was invited me to his wedding, and it was in Utah, Park City. I think it was Park City, and I was planning on going. And this is I don't know how many years ago. And David, who I was taking lessons with at the time, said, "Oh, Talia, his wife, she's going to be in Utah for a wedding." I said, "Really? Me too." And it turned out we're going to the same wedding. I mean, that's an outrageous coincidence. So I got to meet Talia because she was there. David, unfortunately, did not go. It was a beautiful wedding. And they now have 4 children. They worked very quickly. All right, they're taking the cube. How do you evaluate this, by the way? And David Presser, who's an expert in this, uses a technique where you look at the position, which is based on how many points you have in your home board. White has a much better position than Red, and you rate it from 0 to 1. It's probably a 1. The race is number 2, and then the threat, they call it Pratt. And the threat is not that big for White, but I would say White certainly has 2, the race way ahead. And there's some gammon chance, not that high, but if it was more gammon, it'd be maybe 0.5 if it was gammon. You want to drop the double if it's 3, depending upon the score, it might be more or less. But with 2.5, it's a double, 3's a drop. So this based on Pratt probably is a take. And double 4s, That's not bad. When you just play the 5 point. You know what option? I mean, you could play. That's really interesting. You could make the 4 point, but then what do you do with your last checker? So you bring those two, and I think you don't want to leave a shot. Why leave a shot? You don't have to. I mean, White's plan is to run the back checker. Oh, they're now playing behind red. See, that's the second time in 2 games they're playing behind red. When you have a prime in front of them and you need timing, that's when you do it. Double threes, what a great roll. And this is pretty easy. You make 2 points and force White to roll a 5. White's going to be primed in there. White doesn't. And Red's got the cube. So turned out to be a pretty good take. Now, Red has its work cut out for him. And the 5 threes. Pretty nice. Yep. It seems, it's interesting. It's 5 and cover the 3. I don't know. I like running all the way. You're leaving way too many shots. This is much better. 20 numbers hit this. Any 1 or 3. And they rolled a 3. That's good. So, very nice setup here, where they have 4 builders on the 4 point to prime White. If White doesn't roll a 4-6. 4-1. Ooh. Yeah, it's tricky. Probably 2-1 to maintain the nice balance of checkers that you have. It's just that by playing to the 1 point, only 4s covered, while previously 6s and 3s covered for White. So that's the decision. So they're going to do that. All right, that could be right. So I'd be curious to know Afshin's reasoning with that. It makes 5s hard to play, I will say that. Double 1s. Oh, what a great roll. And the question is, what do you do the last one? And I would suggest playing 3 to 4 on the home board, because you need more options to get out. Right now only 4s get out, now 3s and 4s get out. So they did that. And White's getting, it's tough. 2-6 from the bar, and that worked out. Leaving the blot on the 2 point turned out to be a genius move. She's tempting to hit on the 4 point. That's funny. Double 5s is probably the worst roll for Red right now. Let's see and there's a consideration for a double, which is not. 5-4. Ooh, that's tough. This is really rough. I mean, you could run from the 3 point, but then you're going to risk Backgammon. I don't think that could be right. You need to maintain that anchor in White's home board in the 3 point. So then what are the other choices? So you can play 5. Howdy. We have visitors from Washington State joining us. Yeah, this is tough. Like, what's the strategy here? So Red really doesn't mind too much leaving another shot. There are a lot of numbers at that point. There are actually 17 numbers, 17 numbers at that point on Red on the 4 point. And again, how do I figure that out so quickly? Because there's 4 numbers, right? 1s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. That's 4. Square it. You got 16. But I said 17 because double 2s will also point. Okay. There's a beautiful roll, double 4s. 3 and 4. Nice. Beautiful. It might have been right, maybe to make the, I don't know, they didn't look at making the 1 point. This is probably right, but White's going to have a tough time clearing the 9 point. Now, I'm a little confused. If Red's thinking about redoubling, they're on the bar. They could get gammoned. White could roll 3-4, 3-5, 4-5, double 4s again. Even double 3s makes the 1 point, and any kind of 5. There's a lot of great numbers. 2-1. It's probably okay. to play that. Yeah, if you leave fives, yeah, it's tricky. And now there's no sixes. Actually, I like the play of going 10 to 9 because for white to put 3 checkers in the 9 point, because then white can't play sixes. Right now, white has to play sixes. Why play sixes? Block them. You're way ahead in the race. Oh, look at that. And you don't have a blot. So I think that might have been a pretty big blunder for Chloe and Afshin not to play 10 to 9. But we'll see. There's a two-handed shuffle. 2-6 from the bar again. Now let's see, they're getting stripped. They have no this 6 is forced. And they wouldn't be stripped. They wouldn't be playing the 6. They'd have 3 checkers on the 9 point now. But so be it. Red can... Red's in pretty good shape because red rolls any one, anything else plays very well. Okay, 4-1. Now that's 5. Let's go 6 to 1. There's not much of a choice here. Oh no, not happening. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's maybe that's a smart move. And play 1, yeah, because that way the 5s work to get out, and unless you roll double 5s, which is okay, double 5s actually works to safety up for white next time. But 2-6 double 6s for red, and they're on the bar. Don't you hate that? Oh, all right. Now white's waiting for the 5. Not that way. 4-1. Probably want to make the 1 point. Not bring that checker in. Oof. I don't like it. No. Yeah. You'll come back and reconsider this. Making the 1 point has got to be the right play because you leave. I don't know why they didn't make the 1. They didn't even look at it. Maybe I missed it. Maybe they can't do it. Maybe with a 4-1. I'm looking at the board, but I've done that cross-eyed before. Ooh, 5-6. He wasted his 5. Throwing outside the board. He has to roll again because the dice. Ooh. Okay, they reset the timer, which is a polite thing to do, by the way. Back. Oh my God, they were the double 5s. But that's for red. White needs the white needs to channel red's roll with a double 5. 2-1. Ooh, that's not good. No. But I think playing 6 to 5 and 4 to 2 is right here because, again, and 6 to 5 because you don't have to worry about 5s. You have to worry about 4s, 3s, 2s. You don't worry about 6s. But 5s you got. I don't know. Maybe it's right to play 6 to 5. Now, if you roll a 5, you're off. You roll a 4. Maybe this is right because now you have a 4. You don't have a 4-1 though. I have to count the numbers. You have a 4-2. Double 3s. Beautiful. That hits 2, 3, and 4. And so this is definitely Gammon City for red. If white can roll a 2, this is looking very dangerous. I wonder if that's interesting. And it's a 3-6, not a 2-6 from the bar. So now, what does red want to do? Is red thinking of doubling? No, this is a take. If red's thinking of redoubling to 4, this is going to be a take because he doesn't have to roll a 3 or a 4. Number one, I could roll a 5-1 and button up, but it's to count on those 4 checkers on red checkers on white's 3 point to come out and be hitting white with abandon after white escapes, which white will, is too much risk. Not only that, red can crash. Let's say white stays out and red rolls double 3s. You know, you just destroyed your board. Now you have a 4-point board. Too risky. So they rolled. No, they haven't rolled yet. because a 6-3 would be pretty obvious. And they've decided not to recube. Smart move. This game could be over in one game if they recubed. Double fives. Wow. That covers the 2 point. I didn't see that. That's genius. They lost their market, I think, now at this point. If white does not roll a 1, I think now might be almost a 1-6, and they had the 2-6. They needed a last roll. Now they get the cube. This is going to be a tough take. This is a tough take. But, white is way ahead in the race. And they drop. It's probably a good drop. But it's worthwhile thinking about these things. And Woolsey's law says, okay, if you're white, do you want to take this double? This is what red's thinking. You don't want to see that double. That's for sure. For red. I wonder how bad an error it is for them to drop that, to take it. But I don't think you can argue with them dropping it. Although they don't have gammons, and red has significant gammons because he's got all those checkers sitting out there. Anyway, we're not going to find out because they dropped the cube. All right, they're having a little post-mortem discussion after that doubles play. Yes, and Afshin. Unfortunately, we don't have the sound on the doubles board, but it would be fascinating to hear what he's talking about right now. And while they're talking, we'll go there and get doubles round 2 set up on this.
All we would do is play a game of backgammon. We should take it. I'm not quite clear. No. Yeah. We'll take a look.
Okay, we're back. This is Larry Schiller, voice of Backgammon, presenting live from Jersey City, New Jersey at the Hyatt Regency on the Hudson. This is the New York Metropolitan Open, and this is doubles round 2 with Chloe and Afshin Foulad from London, and Avi Cohen and David Presser. David's from Israel, and Avi's from Fort Lauderdale. They're having, David is holding court on some unrelated backgammon issue, which I got a wind of. And Avi is playing with the checkers. And so we're going to wait for this match to continue. The clock is not running down, but hopefully we'll get started in a moment as time ticks down. Now, there are a number of events going on tonight. So there is the Super Jackpot, the Limited Jackpot, the Seniors Tournament, and there's a Youth Tournament. I'm not sure the exact name of that. Tomorrow, they're all happening today and tonight. And in the meantime, Lynn Ehrlich has some blitzes that happen for $20, and there's a blitz to match to a 5 points. Tomorrow, the Open starts. And this tournament, if you count all the players in all the divisions, is the largest U.S. tournament. So it's really a great effort by Lynn Ehrlich, who's been running this tournament for years and years, to have this wonderful turnout. Of course, New York's the biggest city in the country, and you'd expect them to have the biggest backgammon tournament in the country, and they do. There's so many players here, wonderful players. But what's exciting is the number of beginners that are also joining us here. In fact, the tournament has limited space. Lynn had to turn away a huge contingent of beginners who wanted to play because we ran out of room. So she is looking for possibly more space in the future. And we're ready to rock and roll. But we'll be seeing you tomorrow with more. By the way, this 5-4 is the standard opening, right? To split the backmen and bring a checker down 13-8 from the midpoint to the 8-point, stack 4 checkers there. Now here, the correct 1 is to hit on a 5-point. The correct 2, maybe to bring a man down from the 13-point or to split the backmen. So we'll see which they do. In this case, bringing a checker down is probably better, and that's what David's recommending to Avi, because now he's playing a priming game or a blitzing game. Like right now he's blitzing, but it could quickly turn into a priming game. And 3-6 doesn't hit, but does come out, which is correct. There's no other really good 6, unless you consider coming out to the bar point, but that's a little scary. Because you could hit, that 6 can't. I mean, you're duplicating 6s, so there's a concept of duplication. I don't think this is the right play. You're just opening up way too much. White would hit 2 checkers and leave 2 blots if necessary with the right roll. So 4-2. I think you probably may want to hit, bring a 3rd checker back, or you could just make the 5-point. And making the 5 points probably right. Let red roll a 1 or a 6 to cover that blot, or 3-2, 3-4, double 1s, 2-1. Any of those numbers are going to be great for. Oh, I didn't see what that first number is. I don't know if it's double 3s is easy to play. You get a 4-point prime. Okay, you roll double 3s, and that is the recommended play. So you don't leave any shots. White has 9 checkers to blitz red. They both have 2-point boards. White really would like another checker before blitzing, but with a 4-2, it seems pretty simple to make the 4-point, but we do want to look around the rest of the board to make sure. Like White would like to play the 2 from the backman so we can escape that 4-point prime, but the 4-2 to make the 4-point is just too tempting, and I think that's the right play in this case. Now red's on roll. 6-4 would be great. 6-3 is not bad. They can run a checker to safety, and that is probably the best play. And David and Avi do that quickly. Not that they need the time, but seem prudent. 5-1 for now. White can split the backmen, cover 13-8, get another checker. Now White has 10 men in the zone. That's great. A 6-1 double 3s will be very good for White next roll. So with a 5-point prime, White can work on escaping with that in place. All right, red is thinking about a cube. I don't think this is a double, especially ahead 2-0. But now he's shaking the dice and he's going to roll. 4-point prime is nice, but White has a broken 4-point prime. In terms of the race, not that much difference. 6-2. That seems great for whoever's rolling it. But if red rolled it, then coming out looks good. Now, needs a 4. Oh, double 5's terrible roll. I mean, it's nice to roll doubles, and it's not bad. But he's going to play the 3. One more down to the 3. So that's That's pretty good because white can escape. And red is doubling and saying, okay, I don't think this is a double. This is an easy take. Oh, it's to 8? Oh no, it's to 2. Okay, where was I with the other 2? So for white's behind. This is probably a fairly easy take for white because they have some gammon risk, but they're not really that far. Only if they get 2 checkers trapped back there. But red is stacked, and it's only a 4-point prime. And red has a checker sitting there in the outfield that's a blot, right, on the 16 point. And if he rolls double 2s or double 4s, or a 5-2, 5-2 is okay. 5-1, he's going to leave indirect shots. So there's a lot of risk for red here. But red doubled, and I think it's a take for white, especially down 2-0. And they're passing this cube. Okay, I could definitely be wrong about that. It will certainly not be the first or last time that I made a cube blunder. I made a .35 cube blunder in the BMAB tournament yesterday. Proud of it. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. It was a back game, and I had the back game going, and I had the one who actually doubled. I was ahead 6-5, and I lost the backgammon and lost the match 11-6. Fully deserved. So I am using that to improve my play under pressure, because I was 4-0, and a victory would have cemented first place, or at least a tie for first. And I was going good up to that point. All right, so don't let it get you down. We all have bad days. I did seriously consider quitting the game after that huge blunder, but then I thought better of it, because backgammon is too much fun. I think it's a little bit like golf, in that regard. Okay, 6-2. It's actually correct to come out to the bar like he's doing, and then play the 2 down, 13-11. Now here, one of the reasons that it's relatively safe for red to do that is because white only has 8 checkers in the zone, right? 2 in the 8-point, 4 in the 6, and 2 in the 5. He's got 8 checkers. That's not enough to blitz or make life too difficult. Now white still wants to hit. So that's the 3. They did that 3 very quickly. I might have thought about bringing the 3 down, give him 4-6, but 5-6. Now this is likely a double for white. It's pretty easy, because why is that so simple? Because it's probably a drop. Because it's close. Because red is ahead 3-0. And white's behind 3-0. More important, white wants to catch up, so white's going to double sooner than she might normally double, because she's behind and she wants to catch up. So I think this is a great double, and whether it's a take is questionable. They could get gammoned and be down 4-3. White is blitzing with 9 checkers, but they're taking it. David's the expert of this. If David takes it, I would say it's a take, but it's not an easy decision. If the score were 3-1, I would say it's an easy drop, because you're only giving up 1 point to go even. Go figure. So 5-3, I think David's suggesting button up with the 3 and bring the 5 down. Another play, though, is to make the 3-point. And that's kind of hard to argue with, because, I don't think that's right. I don't think you want to put 2 men in the bar, do you? So I don't know about this. This is tough, because white doesn't have enough ammunition. White only has 9 checkers in the zone. And hitting, it's great to have a second man in the bar. This is preferable. If you're going to hit on the 1 point, I don't think it's right to hit on the 1 point. I would have rather seen you bring the 5 down instead of hitting with a 5, and have 1 checker on the bar, and hope he doesn't roll a 7. All right, well, so far so good. Now white has a number of pick and pass rolls. So there's 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 3-2, pick and pass, and now you got two men on the bar. And 3-2 is one of those rolls. If you roll it a lot, you'll find it's a great roll. Except if you're in the race. But otherwise, it's not bad. All right, 6-2, he gets one checker in. He'd love to hit, except he's got two in the bar. And so, okay, all right, good try. So they got a good laugh out of that. And white, what does white do? See, white at 1 point's tough because you're going to want to hit here, but I don't think it's right. Just make the 8 point. 4-1, bring a checker down, that blocks sixes. Sixes are no good. So, at least. And you bring another checker to bear. Red is coming into a 3-point board. So that means that they're, again, the square. 3 squared is 9. That means there are 9 numbers that he doesn't come in on. A 1-point board, 1 squared is 1. That's a 1/36 chance he stays out. A 2-point board, 2 squared is 4. So if there's a 2-point board, so there's a 6 and the 5 covered, there's a 4/36 chance he'll stay out. Double sixes, double fives, and 6-5. If white has 3 points made in the home board, 3 squared is 9, which is this sitch, which means there's 9 numbers that red doesn't come in. That means that there's obviously 27 that do. But finally, Chloe is playing the 4-1, 13-8. They have plenty of time. They've not used any time up to this point. So she's still considering. Another play is to play 14-9 and 8-7. Another play is to hit. Now this is, I don't think could be right because white doesn't have enough material to really blitz, and eventually red's going to come in and anchor probably in the 3 or the 4 point and make it very difficult for white going forward. And of course white could hit that. So I think white has put itself in a difficult situation by attacking on the 1 point and then making the 1 point. And that's a great roll, brings the second checker back. And that's the right checker to bring back. But red is actually not in that terrible a shape. One of the reasons red's not in that bad a shape, even though it looks terrible, is because white made the 1 point. There's 2 reasons. White made the 1 point, and white has only 1 spare checker to attack with in the outfield on the 8 point. This anchor means the world for red. Red might almost be a favorite, strangely enough. 5-2, you want to bring 2 men down from the midpoint, so you have some attackers. And white still, after all this time, has only 9 men in the zone. All right, red rolls a 4-2, 3-1, double twos. There's a 3-2. We talked about our 3-2. It's easy. You want to hit. 2-1. Sorry. 2-1. Forgive me. That looks like the right play. There's double twos for. That's a great roll. I think you could make the 4 point. Making the 4 point is probably the most solid thing you could do. So what's going on here with the thought process? Red has no board. White doesn't care if white gets hit because there's no repercussions. If white doesn't want to contain red, white's so far ahead in the race, white would like red to scamper by, roll a couple of double sixes, be my guest. Making the 4 point gives you a 4 point board. That's formidable. Now you have enter some gammon territory here. Yeah, they love to hit. That just does not seem right because, well, if you're going to do that, then bring a checker down from 13-9. If you're going to hit them, so you have an extra checker to attack. They missed an opportunity to bring an extra checker down. All right, so reds, are they thinking about doubling? All right, 6-5. Yeah. That's interesting. I think that's the right play. You duplicate 3 twos, strangely enough, and double twos. And double fours. Now they're finally going to make their 4 point. Yes, they're going to make their 4 point. What they're going to do after that? Probably bring 2 checkers down. So I think the right. Oh, they're chicken. They don't want to make that extra point. Why? Oh no. Oh. So they're going to leave 5s. What? Oh, they missed one. Did they bring them all down? No, they must have brought them all down, and I missed it. That's frustrating because they want to make their home board, and red, 5-3, like takes it away. 3-6, boy, that's tough. I think running might be right. Running might be right because you block double 5s and 6-4 for white. I mean, double 5 is not bad. You're going to get hit with a 4 point board. All right, we'll see what happens. 3-1. So white is playing this retaining holding game. Maybe it'll work out. Let's see. Red's on roll. Not sure what Red's game plan is here. I was surprised at the 6-3 that they didn't run. I mean, they are behind in the race, but what's their game plan? It's containment of White's 2 checkers on the 4 point. All right, 6 something. It's obviously not double 6s. Is it double? It's a 5? 4-1. No, 6. I'm confused. I saw 6. 6-5. Oh, I don't know. Okay. 4-3. Now, that's a no-brainer. Oh my God, no! Make the 5 point. I don't understand. They make the 5 point. How are they going to close that gap? All right, Chloe and Afshin. You have to make the 5 point. You have a 3-4. You're leaving an indirect shot just to 2-5, and you didn't roll it. Okay. Well, red. I think red can just maybe bring 2 checkers from 13 to 11. That's not bad. Actually, I like that. That's actually better. Yeah, and then you hit that checker. I like that. Yeah, 13 to 11. That's a better play. Thank you, David Presser and Avi Cohen. That looks better because there's really not a lot of risk for red. He's got a 3 point. They both have 3 point boards now, but now red's attacking and red's in good shape. All right, white rolls 2-5. Nice. So where's he come out with a 5? I mean, that seems like a reasonable play. 6s aren't bad. I don't know. You really want to go through all the rolls in your head if you can, but a shorthand to see what's the better 5. But here at least. Oh, and look, red stayed out on the board, so white is red stayed out. So white's got the double 5s now. Oh my God! Finally, he says, make the point. It's about time. Okay, they would have had a 6 prime, by the way. Just saying. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Leave them a 5-1 and a 2-1. You have 1 left. Don't bring it in. No. You lose so many shots. Oh my God. 3. Okay, you have 1 left. This is not hard, folks. Maybe it's hard. Let's think about backgammon. I think it's easy. And is that 4? Sorry, my bad. 1s, 2s, and 4s. I think they made the right play. If they used all 5, I thought they missed 1, but I miscounted. Apparently. So okay, 6-2. They hit. That's smart. They're going to go for the gammon. Now, I don't think that's right because they're leaving double 2s. Why do that? Why leave double 2s? It's like you're just giving away 3%. If you play the 6, I know you were stacking up a little bit. We'll see. But I mean, even with 2 checkers on the 7 point, and you roll a 2 and point on this guy, you got 2 men in the bar. Anyway, it's probably right to do that. That's right, and you bring the 5 down. So this is a great attack, great example of an attack. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get hit in this situation, because the odds of the gammon go up so much, and probably double what the potential loss in victors is. Like if black hits this, which they do with 5 something, 5-1. It's much easier for white to get into the red's home board with 3 than it is for red to get into white's. So white has a natural advantage. Double 5s doesn't help. Red's in better shape. Certainly rolling a 5 or a 2-3 is, remember that 2-3? Comes in handy. 2-4 is great. So red is fighting back. This is a great game. 2 men at the bar. Red's going to use his 3s. So that's all there is to it. 5-4. White gets in. By the way, the odds of white getting both checkers in is also 9/36, right? Because there's 3 points, and you want both checkers in on 3. 3 squared, 9. So red, what's red thinking about? Certainly not a cube, I hope. No, it's David Presser. Yeah, he's rolling. He rolled a 3. He got a 3-6. And yes, you come all the way out, protect the outfield. Double 4s ain't going to help you, because it's blocked. So that's the perfect play. There's no doubles that's going to get them out to the outfield. So I don't know what they're thinking about, but they're thinking, and which is not bad. You want to consider all possibilities. Maybe you missed something. Something seems obvious and it's not. Most of the errors in backgammon by great players are they didn't see it. They just didn't see the right play. So it's always a good idea to wait. Mochi, best player in the world, he takes his time on every roll, because so often the automatic play is wrong. And he finds the miracle, he finds the right play. He's not afraid to try out things that might seem outrageous on the surface, but he'll try it. All right, red's now thinking about cubing back. He might have a shot now, because white is going to break or get blitzed. And there's a 3. And it's worth, I mean, is it worth coming out with a 3? This is tough. This is hard. It was the better play to leave a blot on the 12 point. Or that. I like the blot on the 12 point better, because it takes away double 2s and double 4s. It's just 5-3 and 6-2, so there's only 4 numbers there. And there's 3 more numbers with 6-4 and double 5s. Double 5's a winner no matter what. Oh, there's that. That's a little too ugly. Red has the cube, so they get another checker. Great. Is that the position? It's Phil Simborg.
Hey there.
You want to join me with some commentary?
I would love to join you, because I just won a match.
Yay, Phil!
I beat a Kiko.
No way.
Easily.
Oh, please.
Easily. Kiko and Blake, Gene Ross and I, we killed her.
Oh, please.
And we won the side bet, which is even more important.
Kiko's
You gotta give us
a great
money.
player, Phil.
Anytime I get money from Kiko, I'm so happy. Who's playing here?
All right, we have Chloe and Afshin Foulad from London.
Uh-huh.
It's a doubles match with David Presser from Israel and Avi Cohen from Florida.
Dave is one of my co-teachers, and
Yes,
he's taught me a lot. He's brilliant.
He's brilliant. And I studied with David.
He's wonderful. He's brilliant and a good friend. All right, I got to root for David. I thought nice for me to do commentary and root. What's the score here?
Well, the score is
blocked there a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they moved
3-0?
it. It's 3-0.
And who's winning?
It's David and Avi.
David and Avi. Oh, Avi Cohen, my good friend from Florida. Boy, I'm very prejudiced in this.
So Red's stuck in the bar. White rolled double 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And White has been adverse in terms of making its inner board points for some reason.
Why is the cube on that side?
I know, right?
You know? You got to wonder why
And
isn't
why are they not making the 4 point? Is my question with a man on the bar. A 5 point. All right, they're finally saying do that.
David's PR is,
You only need 2.
David had the best PR in the world for a while on cube action, and you know how he got there?
No.
He concentrates on Pratt, position, race, and threats, which I learned many years ago and gave it up, and I thought there were better methods, and he talked me into working
Back
on
using it again?
Hmm?
Yeah, what Phil's talking about, Pratt, is you look at, I mentioned this in the previous match, but those of you who haven't heard of it, it stands for position, race, and threat. Those are the 3 most important things to evaluate with a double, and you rate each factor. There's also gammon, which can be, you rate each factor from 0 to 1. With position, if your home board has more points than the opponent and they're high up, you generally can give yourself a 1. If they need to be in front of your opponent. If you have home board points that are behind your opponent, they don't count. So that's number 1. Number 2, and look at this, White's got a 6 point prime, and are they hitting or not? They may not. Oh, they got 2 men in the bar. That's position. Race is the race. It's the count. It's again from 0 to 1. If in the race you're up by 16 or more pips, give yourself a 1. If you're up by 8 to 6, 8, 10, between 6 and 12 or that, give yourself a half. And give yourself a quarter or 0.75 if you're in the other quadrants. So that's the and you add that up, you add these 2 things up, your position and your race, and then you look at threat. Do they have a man in the bar? Is there a loose lot on their home board that's open to attack? Do you have the ammunition, the armies to attack?
Or another threat could be you might have some rolls that could make a 6 prime. That would be a threat also.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah, awesome. So, you rolled double 2s. Look at this. CK, what a great roll. That may save him from the gammon. And then the question is, what do you do now?
Well, finish your story. With position, race, and threats, if you have 2 of the 3, you probably have a double. If you have all three, you probably have a pass. And you probably have a take if you can gain 1 point somewhere or have a reasonable chance in one of those 3.
And it also depends on the score.
Oh, yeah.
So now, if you're way ahead, you're less likely to double. And if you're way behind, you're more likely to double and to take.
Yeah. So I gave up on position, race, and threats.
Yeah, why did you give up on that?
Well, because I concentrated on market losers, Woolsey's Law, and O'Hagan's Law, and I studied it so much.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. By the way, there are certain positions where that's a better way.
Oh no, White rolled double 6s. Sorry, I just had a.
Yeah.
This is looking like a gammon. All right.
It's a sure gammon if he doesn't get it hit.
And that's 4 points. And he rolled double 6s coming back. Boy, we got Joker after Joker. Oh no, he didn't roll. Did he roll?
No,
it was White. I thought Red
White.
rolled it too.
So
Sorry.
this is a gammon unless he leaves a shot and gets hit.
Yeah, and David has a wonderful lesson. David Presser, who you're watching, is red. He's about to get gammon. Has a wonderful lesson. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. There's only one way to play this, and they'll figure it out. They just play it at one point, then nothing comes off here. So, but they're likely to leave a shot next time. And how many rolls?
You still play safe.
You still play safe. You
It's
don't
on.
leave a shot now.
Yeah.
You might roll a 2,
Yeah.
1, 3, 1,
Yeah.
4, 1,
Or
5,
doubles,
1, or
or
6,
double
1, and a double
twos.
1. Or double 2s.
Yeah.
Not to mention, that's about it though.
Well, you can roll double 3s.
Oh, you could roll, you could roll
See?
double 3s, you could roll
That was pretty an ugly roll.
3-2.
It certainly was an ugly roll.
no question. And he can't cover the blot, not that that's that big a deal, but let's go race it around, try to avoid the gammon. We have some unfinished business with this conversation already. 6 doubles, look, if you're going to leave a shot, that's a pretty good way to leave it. And he's duplicating his 2s. Very clever.
Very smart. Very
So
smart.
by duplicating 2s, I mean red needs a 2 to cover on the 4 point and needs a 2 to hit in the home board. So we call that a duplication. And it's a handy technique most of the time. There are some situations where, let me duplicate a number, and it's absolutely the wrong play. But most of the time, it's and he rolled a 4-2's a Joker roll.
Oh, yeah.
Because he covers. Oh, yeah, he's kidding around,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So he's kidding around. So that's nasty.
It's
to do
Tel
that.
Aviv
Come on.
humor.
Yeah, it's Tel Aviv humor.
Well, that was Avi that did that. That was Florida humor.
Florida, no,
Florida humor. That was Avi.
And a 1-3. He's lucky he didn't roll a 1.
1-2.
No, 2-1's okay. No, 1-2 is bad. He's got to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-2 is interesting because he has to play the full roll. He can't come into the 2 and say, I can't play the 1.
Uh-huh.
All right, 6-4.
I definitely go out to the midpoint, off the 2 point.
And leave him double sixes.
No, because if you, well,
No, it's right. I think you're right. Leave him double 1s.
yeah, I would keep going.
Well, double 1s is tricky, but it's
I
not
would
that
keep
tricky.
going. That's my play. Yeah,
Well,
you want to get it on the corner, so if he comes out with a
any 6.
anything, yeah,
Any 6.
any 6.
And you've got it.
Except for double 6,
a maximum.
of course.
That's right. No, I agree. That's my play, which probably makes it wrong. And he's got a 3-1. Wow, that's great.
It's automatic.
That's no.
You're not going to leave a shot.
You could leave a double shot.
Now, you
just to make things
automatically hit
interesting.
here with a 1 or a 4.
Automatically. Or
Automatically
an
hit
11.
1 or a 4.
Do you hit?
And
What
you
about a
auto-
3?
You automatically don't hit with a 3.
What about a 2?
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's interesting.
I think you just take the front checker all the way.
So
the
maybe
12
you slot
point.
the 12 point.
I go to the 12
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense. So you're leaving them double 5s, 5-6.
Yeah.
Yep. 5-6, you got a bunch of return shots. 1s and 3s, perfect duplication, by the way, right? If he hits on the 12 point with a 10,
Yep.
look at that duplication. 1s and 3s to keep you from coming in. That's another kind of duplication.
There's an argument for playing 13 to 4 and not leaving that many outfield shots and hope he doesn't come out, but that's not my play. I go to the 12.
Yeah, I would argue against 13 and 4, but who knows? Well,
That's fewer shots. I can
But
see
I
that.
don't like that because
Well,
what about 3-1, 4-1?
it's-
And he's going to leave a double shot.
I know. I agree, but he figures
2-1
he can-
leaves a single
I
shot.
figure he can hit him and go back next time.
2-1.
Yeah,
You
I
missed
would
it.
have stayed back too. I would have
stay
been there.
back. Yeah, I think that was a big
There's another
mistake.
shot.
And that's surprising for David and Avi to make that mistake.
Well, I'm not so sure they were horribly wrong there. I would put it in, but I would not have made the
0.05.
play. Yeah.
I'll give it a 0.08. But we'll see. All right, so white's on, red's on roll. You got the 4.
Yeah.
And what do you do with the 2?
I'd slot the east point. I want to get hit here.
Yeah, smart move, Phil. Phil, genius. You want to get hit 3-1. How many people would see that play? Phil saw it right off the bat,
Yeah, because it's probably wrong. I saw it right off the
which
bat.
means he's been doing way too many backgammon quizzes. But it's great. That seems like the right play. Now that you mention
2,
it.
4, 6, 8. It's got 7 checkers off. Am I counting it right?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Is
6,
there a
7,
stack?
8. 7 checkers off.
You sure there's 7?
No, I'm not
There's
sure.
not 2
No, it
checkers
looks
here?
like 2 checkers there.
Yeah, might be 6 checkers off.
6 checkers
Either
off.
way, I'm slotting the ace
Yeah.
point.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, good for you.
Yeah. I'm
Good
not
for
sure
me.
it's right. I'm not sure it's right, but
I bet on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got it,
I would like to get hit and pick up that other
I
checker.
know, right?
And it's Jim.
And then you roll a 4.
No,
and
it's gin. It's gin to
total
pick up the
gin.
other checker.
Yeah. Then it's a lock.
All right. Once
Now,
the four's covered.
do they cue back? I mean, you
No,
could-
it's too soon to cue back.
why? It's too soon?
Oh, way too soon. Especially when you're winning 3-0. It'd be a terrible cube at this point.
Interesting. I don't know.
If you
I
close the
would've
board,
cubed
how many
this.
checkers they have off?
6.
It's 6. If you close the board, you have a perfect bear off, and they have 6 off. You don't even have a redouble
Oh, you're
for
right.
money.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely
Not
right.
even
Thank
close.
you, Phil. That's absolutely right. Terrible double. Maybe down 0-3
If they had,
might be a double.
if they only had 3 checkers off, it'd be close to a double.
Right.
Even at this score, I'm not sure that would be right.
Well, one of the reasons for the double, though, is because you have some chance of picking up that second checker.
You still don't double when you're leading 3-0 and holding a 2 cube.
Yep. Yep.
It's just it would just be a blunder.
Yep. I don't know if it's that big a blunder, but I agree. It's a blunder. So what's the 5? Slot the bar.
Of course,
Up.
that's fine.
Oh,
Slot
4-2.
the
I thought you had a 5-2.
Slot the back.
Slot
of
the bar.
prime.
So if he comes out, great. If he doesn't,
If he comes out, you get the second checker
That's
too.
right. And he does not. There's no 1-6 from the bar.
Now, I'd love to roll a 5-2 here.
I don't know.
Make
I
the
think
slot-
this is a
make it
double.
slot.
I think it's a double.
No way at the score.
Yeah, I think it's a double.
Larry, you're way off.
Yeah, probably.
Nowhere near a double.
You're gonna pick up that second checker, dude.
First of all,
It'll be a long time before he turns
you know
it back.
something? You and I should never play doubles.
I go with your play. It's okay. Yep, and that's great. So
He could have closed the board, but he wants the
of
second
course,
checker.
he wants
yeah.
second checker.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gets a second checker, then it's over. Then you double.
Yeah.
At this score, you almost want to be over before you redouble here.
Well, it's 3-0 to 7. So
Yeah.
he's got the cube at 2. 5-0 is.
So you hit loose
Pretty
with
good.
the. Ooh, you don't
Six.
hit loose at the. No, you don't. You don't give up the game that way. You can't hit loose with the 6 there.
Interesting. Ooh, did not roll a 1. All right, got an even number? Oh,
Even
there's a
worse.
shot.
Even
No,
worse.
That's
Yeah.
not that bad. If he hits it, you
Yeah.
come back with hit to 2. Got 2
Hopefully,
checkers.
you'd rather not leave a shot. You can win without
Yeah.
that.
All right, I want to know when you think it's a double now.
Well, if he misses now, it's close. I still wouldn't double, but he hit.
He did hit.
Yeah. So you got to roll. You got to roll a 2.
Because you take away 11 pips for having a
Yeah.
6-point open.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's the average number of
If he
pips
rolls,
you lose.
if he
'cause
rolls
you're
a
on the
2 in a
bar.
dance, then I have a double.
Okay.
That's when I have.
How about
a double.
double ones?
That's a 2.
That is painful. Ooh, is that painful? It's like double 6s at the
Well,
beginning of the game.
remember this, though, Larry. Every roll makes somebody happy.
5-3's forced. Don't think about this too much. And now there's 2-6 from the bar. There's always 2-6 from the bar. And 3-6 from the bar. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I didn't double. Yes, 6-3 is right.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
so sure.
I'm
You
sure.
may as well.
Might as well. He rolls double
the
ones and double
Backgammon,
twos,
you
right?
might roll double 2, double 1.
I mean, double 2s
It's
is a
only
shot.
double 2 or double 1.
Yeah, that's it.
So you may as well stay. You're right. He's not going to run. He's not
Does
going to win if he runs.
doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's useful too. Sometimes in backgammon, it doesn't cost you anything. Then just do it.
It's the same thing with marriage.
Wait a minute. I got to think about that one.
If it doesn't cost you anything, just do it.
Well, there is this making false assumptions about things, Phil.
Yeah,
Could bite you.
my 3 divorces hardly cost me anything. Yeah.
Double 4s. Okay, there's a gammon coming. We didn't think about that.
No, he's got a checker off. You didn't think about that.
1.
There's no gammons.
Oh, he's got checked. That's right.
It's a technicality. It's a technicality that
A gammon would be quite
yeah,
a trick in
yeah.
this situation.
I would score a gammon.
I
though.
would resign at this point.
I never.
Red lost this game.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Totally amazing.
Yeah, I guess if you'd have doubled him out, he wouldn't have lost, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
You see, there's
They were
yet
dumb
another
enough,
reason
they were
for
dumb enough
double.
to drop. Oh, Larry, that's what I think I've learned. You learn something every day. I've just learned that you and I should never play tennis. we would probably time out arguing.
Phil, I don't have that much confidence. If you argue strongly for something, I'd say go for it.
I don't know how to argue any other way. It's always strongly. All right, we got a better match now, 3-2.
Yeah, it's a
more-
lot
even more
closer.
interesting.
It's funny.
Are you spreading misinformation again? That's what you're doing.
How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy
Good
New
to see
Year.
you.
Good to see you too.
I'll see you soon.
That's the wrong kind of board.
I have, believe it or not, I have yours in the trunk.
We got to play for
I
it.
didn't know you were gonna be here.
Double or
today.
nothing.
I'll bring it.
My
I'll
good
bring it
friend,
tomorrow.
Arcady, he's won 2 P40 boards for me. He's about to win a third.
I have both of them.
You have both of them?
Yes.
You didn't sell them for $10?
It's for sale.
Yeah.
$1,500.
Yeah,
Each.
it's a good deal.
Okay, tomorrow, right?
Nice to see you.
We are tomorrow.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, there's our opening 3-2.
Uh-huh.
It was funny in this match. Chloe and Afshin Foulad started the match with an opening 3-2, and they brought 2 men down.
Uh-huh.
And so this was.
I like that play, by the way. I do the same thing.
It's not that terrible,
I
mean,
make that
you-
play.
You
At
start with
4-3, I bring 2 down
a
also.
priming game, and
I always do that.
you-
Not always. If I'm ahead in the match, I don't do it. Otherwise, I like 2 down with 3-2. I like sliding with a opening 4-1 most of the time.
All right, Red rolled double 6s from the bar. They rolled double 1s from the bar with a 1-point board. Red's luck factor is dropping rapidly, but they're still ahead in the match, 3-2.
That's because they weren't dumb enough to double last time.
Oh, double 2s. Perfect roll.
You hit.
Well, David knows how to play this
Yeah, you
because
hit,
he's.
and then you. Oops.
That's the right
you didn't
play.
hit.
That's the right
You
play.
didn't hit.
You would have hit?
I think so. I think I would have.
Phil and I have another argument. I didn't look that closely,
I
but I might have given you some argument.
I think
there.
I would have hit there.
Yeah, hit
But
it.
if David didn't, he's probably right. David's PR is better than mine.
And mine. So,
I would think I would have hit that.
He's got 8s and 9s, except not even numbers.
Maybe because he's ahead in the score, he'd rather play a little more conservatively and make
Right.
the point.
It's,
What's the
six,
roll?
it's probably a 6-2 because he can't hit with it. It's not a 6-3.
He can't hit with
It's
a
not a
6-3.
6-5. And it's not a 6-1.
Yeah, I can't
so it's
read
got to
that.
be 6-2.
Yeah, I can't read that dice.
But what else could it be? And how would you play a 6-2?
It's probably a 6-4. I guess.
Oh, you just run with a 6-4, don't you?
I think so. Run from the back.
Yeah.
You don't make the
Because he's
2-point.
going to get stripped on the bar.
I don't know. You might slot your 3-point.
Yep. Both are viable plays. Maybe it is 6-4.
Yep. Looks like he's 6-4. He's thinking about making the 2.
Yeah.
It's 6-4.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call. That seems like a right play. He's got blitz potential, but he's ahead in the race, so why does he want to blitz? Oh, 5-point. There you go. What's he thinking about?
I don't know.
What?
Why in the world would you do that?
Oh, it's Chloe and yeah. Chloe's a new player.
I see.
And her dad is pointing it out.
Ah, gotcha.
And kudos to her for playing. It's so great to see beginners who, I've critiqued a lot of their play, but good for them for coming and making an effort to learn this game. It's such a fun game.
Yeah, I just wish they played for more money.
All right, what do you do for a 5? Phil?
Out. Out scout.
Out scout. Because he's going to get attacked anyway, right, with 3s or 5s, so you might as well run out. Is that the point? 6s and 1s.
You're winning the race and you're...
But David and Avi, bring him in down. All right.
By the way, Avi's a very fine player too. He's
Yeah.
won some stuff
No
lately
slouch,
and
yeah.
played very well.
Yeah. So they do that. It's an interesting question to see what's right. I could go either way on that for sure. 6-3, just 4, bring him down to the 4. You could hit, but you have a better board, and then you have 9.5 in the zone if you. 10.5 in the zone if you come down. Maybe you hit with 6. You like hitting with the 6?
No,
Go for the
I don't
gammon?
hit. I come in.
Because you're so far ahead in the race.
Not only that, the only thing that gets the safety for red is a 5-5. So you're likely to get more shots even if he comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't want to hit there. I want to keep my structure.
All right, well, we're gonna. That's the 2. I guess you come up with a 1. Slot the 5 or come up, Phil? What's my doubles partner say?
I come up.
I come up too.
Just like my dinner, it comes up. At this point.
All right. So yeah, coming up makes sense because you only have 5s to get out, and if you come up, you
You
have
got the
4s and
same
6s.
number of rolls
you're still
point
gonna-
on you, and
I know, right? It's
you challenge him.
You have
When you slot, he's more likely to hit loose also, in addition to pointing on you. So I like coming up.
Yeah, and 6s don't play well for white if you come up. That's the other thing. 6-1's not bad, but
How do you play 6-1?
you make the bar point.
I guess you do. You might hit though.
Oh, now you want to hit.
Now you have to hit.
Yeah. That's a 1. Negative
6-4.
2.
There you go.
Nicely done. You could also break there.
Yeah. Now you
Because
come out for sure.
It's too risky.
Now you come out for sure.
Yeah, because you duplicate 1. So coming out,
Well, there's a blot there.
white needs.
Oh no! I can't believe this play.
Well,
I guess there's too many hidden covers by coming out, but I don't like this at all. I'd have been clobbered.
Yeah.
Hidden cover.
Wow.
So now you just make the 3 heavy.
So
What else is there?
A 5-1 that would have hit from the bar.
Yeah. And covered.
Yeah, it was nice. All right, what do we got? 6 double 6s.
Yeah. And out.
Okay.
They finally came out. I wanted to come out for 4 rolls. And they finally came out. Because they were forced to.
They had to.
Only because they were forced to. Jeez.
All right, we'll look at the Phil, Larry, David, and PRs after the. This is
So
all.
there's 24 numbers that hit here.
Yep.
And
Oh, really?
And
That's an easy
It's
take.
an easy take, because if you don't get hit, you're in really good shape.
Yeah,
If
this
you get
close
hit, you
number.
might still win. I'm not positive it's a double. That's why I know it's a take. Although down in the score isn't more of an incentive to double. If they
Well,
pass, it's a
3-3, right?
great
Yeah.
double. They
We
took.
can't see the board.
Sure, clear
we
take.
can't see the double thing.
Clear take.
Yeah, they took. All
I
right.
would not have doubled this, I don't think.
You got a 6 or a 1 coming out of here?
Even if you roll a
24
6 or a 1, it's not
What
gin.
if you run both?
Well, then you have to make the point. You have to make the point.
Oh, Afshin, what the heck?
I make the point. Give them only a 2-6, 2-1, and double 1.
Oh my God. Ugh,
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that either. You
Now
know,
they got- it's
go
gonna take a
go
lot
for the
more
6
work.
prime.
Look at that.
Phil, good
2-6.
play.
Yeah, right.
Who had the right play?
I would bet that.
I know, right? Well, if he rolls a 2 now, he would have hit back. Okay. 3-5, 3-4, 3-4. So, wait a minute. For white,
Yeah.
can't be. It's got to hit. It's got to be 3-4. Oh no, it's 3-6. I guess that's okay.
It has to be right.
Yeah, that seems okay. He has so many return shots if he hits with a 1.
The 3 down, no, duplicates the 1s. Oh, God. Oh, it must be a 6-2.
Oh,
No, I see a 3.
yeah, it's
I
6-3.
don't know what he's doing with the checkers there. Gonna play quietly? That's not a bad play. Only a 5 gets out.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't actually have thought of doing that. That's
No, I'm
great.
not sure it's right, but
6-3.
I don't like slotting, and I don't like going to the 6-1. One's not a big deal.
That's probably
fine.
right. Yeah, you don't want to leave another shot.
No, you don't leave a shot. But it's a question of either one of these ones. I don't know. They're about the same.
Yeah. That looks better.
Yeah. Now you're going to hit probably or point on them, and it makes the double look
You
very
roll double
good.
5s, you don't have to worry about it.
6-5.
Yeah, no question.
Well, now you have no choice. You must
No.
hit.
Yeah.
The real question is the 5. I guess you
Bring
come
guy
in.
Yeah,
guess
it's
you
too
come in.
risky otherwise. It's way too many shots. Double 2s?
Wow.
Not bad.
So as we said, it wasn't a double because even if you hit, there's lots of game left. No, I'm not hindsight.
I know, right?
I just didn't like the cube.
Oh my God. Yeah, but that was pretty lucky. You got to admit, that's a joker.
Well, but he had several chances to do something.
To do a joker? It's true.
Yeah,
Eventually,
I don't think you
joker odds go up
See,
the longer you go with that one
It's 4 away,
in total.
4 away, 5 away. The recube take point's about 33%. Does he have 33%?
It's 3-3, isn't it? Oh, it's 3-2 or 3-3?
I thought it was
think it's-
3-2. I can't see.
Oh, maybe it's 3-2. Okay.
At 3-3, the recube take point's 25%. So it's important to know that.
He gets out.
Yeah. Could have a cube soon, very soon. I'm not even sure it's a take. Cube's on 2. Yeah, I'm turning the cube and let them wonder about whether to take or not.
Gary just went by.
I want to do a setting. I'm not sure your mic is on, Phil. So
Oh,
I'm just
all
gonna-
this time?
Yeah, but it's going to pick up on mine. If
Well, I
it's
can
not.
start swearing now, can't
Anytime you want. All right, so we're going to pause the setup here while I bring up our audio controls. Let's see, those all look okay. Let me go here to the player commentator's
I?
audio.
We're missing the action now.
Yeah. All right, now you're on. I mean, I'm picking you up through this,
Okay.
but I realized I turned it off for it because of an echo. So let's go. back. Let's see what I missed.
Oh, too good to double now.
Oh my gosh, look at that. It's Gammon
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
So they closed out. Now we got to watch out for doubles. This is the thing, like double twos and double fours opens up. Double twos, 6-3.
What's
it's okay.
Gammon's about 25%, 30%? Maybe no, higher than
Higher
that
than
now.
that.
Much higher than
Much
that.
higher than that because it's 40
Oh,
with two
yeah.
men in the bar, right? So
That's one guy in
now
the bar.
it's but he's got those two guys.
Yeah,
like,
okay, yeah.
I'd say it's 60%.
60%.
What do you got? Maybe not. Maybe 55. Because how many pips he's got?
Yeah.
19 plus 24 is 33 plus 3 is 36. No, maybe not.
Now Gammon's for the match. Wow.
36 plus 11.
I can't read the dice. Is that 4-1 or 5-1? If it's a 5-1,
It's
you
gotta
clear
be
the
a
5.
5-1.
Huh?
It's got to be a 5-1.
If it's a 5-1,
What would you do with a 4-1?
with either one,
You'd leave off the 6?
you come off the 6 because you have a spare on the 3.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a spare on the 3,
Come off
then
the
you'd either
5.
break the 4 or the 5. The spare on the 3 makes it
Yeah, a lot easier.
makes it much easier to not leave a shot. So a real
He's got
key,
9 shots.
Yeah.
Right? At least not 9.
It's a real key to have a spare on the 3 in these positions. However, you win fewer gammons than this,
Yes, and that makes this. That's a great point.
and you're holding the cube.
Yeah, you're holding a cube, more gammons, and here you have only 7 shots. This actually leaves more shots, 2 more shots than the
Yeah.
other play.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
I would peel.
Yeah,
would
peeling
feel.
is appealing. Yes. All right, so the analysis we're doing here is there's 2 things. One, we're looking at the probability of winning a gammon. And 2, we're looking at the probability of leaving a shot next time. This is better on both of those measures. So it's most likely the right play, and a pretty big blunder to play off the 6 point. But those are the 2
Yeah,
things that matter.
if
here,
gammons
right?
didn't matter, it might be right to play the 6
Yeah.
point to clear from the top.
Maybe. I'm not even sure though. It's fewer probably. It's only 9
Yeah, but
versus.
you're clearing from the rear.
Yep.
You're not leaving a gap.
Okay. Well, they're leaving a shot.
That would have left a shot either way.
That's
wouldn't
right.
it? Either way.
Either way.
So you don't worry about that.
So that's right. So they made a better
This
play.
is a
'cause
very
they-
big roll for the match right here. 4 is monstrous.
Oh
He
no! He missed it.
Comes in with a 6.
Oh, this is
Okay.
tough. All right. What's the odds of a? He's off in 5.
It's 50-50. Either he's going to get a gammon or he's not.
So he's got.
He's going to get a gammon. White needs doubles.
Well, he's off in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White needs doubles.
It's about. I would say it's about a 78% chance of a gammon.
Absolutely. Very high.
78. That's my guess. All right. We'll see what happens here. Because if he rolls in 1 set, then it's over.
I don't think he even needs a set.
He doesn't need a set. If white rolls average, he's gonna lose. Now it's over. Oh no! What are you doing? Yeah,
Get the crossover.
Get the cross. No.
That's right.
Oh.
That was the right play. Get a crossover.
I don't think that's right. Because now you're banking on double 6s.
Well, you're making on it anyway.
Yeah, probably. Yep. Now you're banking on it. Yeah, you play it too. Yeah, he's getting clever. Play that too. I love it. I love it. Why not? Yeah, it doesn't matter what 2 you play. Pick a 2. Play off a 5 point. I mean, what's the
double
difference?
6s no matter how they play.
Yeah, that's right. So this could be Crawford next, right? If we've done this right.
No. They get 4 points, they win the match.
Oh, is it 3-3 or 3-2?
They have, Avi and David have 3, don't they?
I thought you said they had 2 before.
I think the other side has 2, I believe.
Well, they have 3. So Chloe and Afshin have 3.
Oh, I got the scores reversed. I let the gammon wins the match.
Let's see. Oh yeah, they did. You're right.
Yeah.
It is. And the match is
It's
over.
over. Well done.
Wow,
Well done.
that was exciting.
And you know why we know they played well? Because we disagree with every play.
Oh my God, Sarah, Phil Simborg. do commentary and comedic relief.
And let me tell you something. I do commentary. People all over the world do the most fun.
Oh,
I
thanks,
enjoy it a
Phil.
lot. Thank you for
Glad
having
we'll
me.
get you everywhere. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Starting at 10 a.m. Tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you here. That sounds great. Good night, Phil.
A lot of fun.
Good night, John Barnett. And good night, world of Backgammon. It's Larry Schiller, voice of Backgammon. Thanks for joining us from the New York Metropolitan Open, where Avi Cohen and David Presser just won the second round of doubles. Join us tomorrow for open action for the rest of the weekend. And in the meantime, enjoy your Thursday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.